Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? It's been a while. So today we're going to be making that beautiful dress you can see on the thumbnail. I actually saw that style on Pinterest and I really liked it, so I'm just going to be recreating it with this Ankara print here. So the first thing, if you look at the style very well, you notice that this style is having two layers of gathers. Then the gathers is starting directly from under the bust, then it's having a strap. So the only adjustment I'm going to be adding to this style is that mine is going to be having like a little pleat on the sleeve just to make it look more beautiful. So that is it. So that's what we're going to be making today. Now to get started with this tutorial, I think you're going to be needing at around 3 yards of fabric to 3.5 yards of fabric. Depends on how big you are, but for me I'm using 3 yards of fabric. Now the next thing you're going to be calculating is the full length of your dress. So the measurements you need for this style is just your bust measurement and your under bust measurement. So your bust measurement and your under bust measurement, and then the length of the dress you want to make. So you can make this dress shorter, you can make it longer, it depends on you. But let's get started. So for me, the full length of the dress I want it to be around 45 inches. 45 inches. Then my under bust, that is from my shoulder to my under bust, is 14 inches. So when you minus 14 inches from your 45 inches, I'm going to be having 31 inches. So now the 31 inches is going to be the amount of gathers I want. Now since it's two step, it means I'm going to be dividing that 31 into 2. So to divide that 31 into 2, I'm going to be making the upper part shorter than the down part. So now I'm going to be dividing into 13 and 18. So I hope you understand. So it means the upper part, the one directly under the under bust, is going to be 13, then followed by 18 inches. So let's get started. So the first thing I did is that I went ahead to cut out the gathers. So for me, I said I was working with 13 inches. Now I cut out 14 inches here, as you can see, and the reason is because I'm going to be using ½ inch to join it to the other gathers and ½ inch to join it to the upper bodice. So this is 14 inches here. So for the second flare, which is 18, I cut out 19 also, ½ inches to fold it at the hemming allowance and ½ inches to join it to the other one. So this is it for my gathers. So I went ahead to cut out my gathers off camera, and the reason is just so that the video is not going to be too long. Now to determine the length that you are cutting out, that is what you are gathering. For me, I just times my bust measurement, which was 38. I times it times 2. That was how I got the shorter part. That's this one. So just times 2. Then for this one, I tried to times it times 4, but because I don't have enough fabric, so I have around like 3.5 or so here. So that is it. So let's just cut out the upper part. This dress is a very simple dress, so we're just going to finish in no time. So I went ahead to cut out these 2 pieces of fabric. Now I think I want my zipper to be in the side, on the side area. So my zipper is just going to be on the side area. You can decide to put it at the back, but I just decided to put it on the side. And so let's get started. So the first thing you are going to be, so you, from here now, you notice that I'm folding. This is for the back and this is for the front. So this is for the back and this is for the front. So now for the straps, now I think I want it to be around 6 inches. So from the back to the front is going to be giving me 12. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So like from the back to the front is going to give me around 12 inches, but from the front alone is going to be 6 inches. So I'm going to be minusing 6 inches from my 14 inches. So I hope you can see it clearly. So I'm just going to be minusing 6 inches from my 14 inches. Now I'm not going to be cutting it out exactly at 14. I'm going to be cutting out 14.5. That's because I'm going to be needing ½ inches to join it back to the gathers. So now this is 14.5. So from this 14.5 here, I'm going to be marking 6 inches. So this is under 6 inches here. So I'm just going to be connecting all of this into a straight line. So I'm just going to connect this into a straight line. The next thing is just to cut out this upper part. We'll not be needing it. So the next thing is to work on your, so for me the bust measurement I told you I was working with is around 38. So 38 divided by 4 is going to be giving me 9.5. I'm just going to be adding my sewing allowance, which is 1.5. I usually work with 1.5. If you like, you can work with 1. It depends on you. So I'm just going to be marking this into a straight line, and I'm just going to be cutting out this excess. It's just a little excess. So this is just it. It's as simple as this. So the next thing to do is to determine where you want to place your strap. So for me, I think I want to place it around 6 inches. So I'm just going to chalk out my 6 inches here. So I hope you can see it clearly. I'm just going to chalk out my 6 inches here. So this is where I'm going to be placing my strap for both the front and the back. Now you will note that I did not work with the armhole or anything. That's because it does not need, you don't need the armhole or anything. It's just going to work perfectly because all of this place is going to be sewn in. It's just going to tight you on your underbust, and the strap is going to help it to stay on you. So I hope you understand that. So now the next thing I'm going to be cutting out is I'm just going to be cutting out a little fabric just to turn it over so that it's going to be looking neat. So this is just it. It's so simple. Now for my straps, I said I was going to be working with -6 from the initial dress, so, from the initial underbust measurement. So I have around 13.5 inches here, which is going to be enough for my strap. So the next thing to do is just to iron this, is just to sew it, cover it up, and then iron it. So you're just going to be having a strap like this. So you'll be having a strap like this. So the strap I want it to be around 1.5 inches. So this is more than 1.5 inch. I'm going to be trimming it out later. So what you will do is that, so now to start sewing, this is your strap. You place it first here. You just place it on that notched part that we make. You sew it using your 1/2 inches or 1/4 inches. So this place also is going to be going in here, and you also sew it using your 1/2 inch. So the facing I said I was going to be cutting out, let me assume this is the facing, because this is the facing I'm going to be using. So I already have a facing. So I'm just going to be placing it this way just to cover up the stitch here, and I'm going to be running my stitch. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So let me repeat myself. So this is the front part that we've cut out. This is the notched area that we notched. So, and this is the sleeve. I'm going to go ahead to finish up these rough edges. I'm just showing you what I'm going to be doing off camera. So I'm going to be placing it this way, and I'm going to be placing the second one also this way. And I'm going to be taking my facing and just place it on it and sew it. So when I sew it, I'm going to be flipping it up to the other side. So, and I'm going to be giving it a good press. So that is just it for both the front and the back. Now for these gathers, I'm going to be running a rough I'm going to be running a stitch around the side. That's the long part, and I'm going to be gathering it to what my underbust is. Now if you like, from your bust here, if you like, you can go in. That's when you're joining. Okay, let me do all of that and come back and show you guys how it's looking, then we go ahead. Okay guys, so now I've taken this to the sewing machine. I've attached the sleeve. So this is the back. This is the, what's it called? This is the facing for the back that I used to turn the front and the back. So this is it. So I just placed front and back together. So the same way I showed you I was going to attach the front, that was how, the sleeve to the front, that was how I did it for the front and the back. So now the next thing to do is just to take your measurements. So now I'm working with 38. So 38 divided by 2 is going to be giving me 19. So the allowance I have here is like 1.5. So I'm just going to take my 1.5 here and another 1.5 here. So this place also, so I'm thinking of just to give it a little shape. So I'm just going to take like 2 inches here. You understand? So like 2 inches also here. So that's not just going to be looking straight, it's just going to have a little bit of shape. So I'm just going to be connecting this together. So I hope you understand. So this style is so simple. So this is it. So this one too, you connect it this way. So now you sew this way. Now before I sew, I'm going to be opening this up again. That's because, you know, I told you I was going to be attaching a gather sleeve. So look at this sleeve. I just pleated it. So I just pleated and iron it out. And I don't even know how many inches I have here. Let me check. I have around 9.5. So I'm just going to be placing it this way. So let me show you how I'm going to be placing it on it. So before I sew this part down, I'm going to be opening it up this way so that it will be easier for me to work with. So this is the front. So this is the front, this is the back. So I'm just going to be getting the midpoint here, and I'm going to be placing it this way. So this is it. This is the rough edges. So I'm just going to be placing it this way and place this one on it like this and just sew. So I hope you understand what I just said. So I'm just going to be placing it this way and just sew. So the reason why I'm putting this sleeve is so that if I want to wear this dress to maybe to a function, you understand, it's not going to be looking like just a simple strap dress. So I'm just going to be sewing very close to this part and place it this way and sew, and also place this one this way and sew. So if you don't want to put this, it is fine, you can just sew it the way the style is looking. So I will do that and show you. So when I'm done, I'm going to be fixing the down part. So now this is the down part. So if you see it very well, so this was where I attached the first one and the second one together. So you can see that it has a little pleat. So this is the upper part of the pleat. So this is the upper part of the pleat. So when I'm done, so I'm just going to be attaching this to that other part. So before I do that, when I'm sewing these parts together, I'm going to be leaving one side open because I told you that I wanted the zipper to be on the side. So it's going to be on one of the sides like this. So I'll leave this place open. So I'm just going to be fixing that gathers on one side, and I'll close it up and just leave the little inches for my zipper. So I hope you understand everything I said. So let me just go to the sewing machine and do all of everything I just said now and come back and show you. So you can see that this is a very simple dress. So guys, you can see I've gone ahead to join the gathers to the upper parts of the dress. So I'm going to be giving it a good press later. But now I left this part open. This is where I'm going to be fixing my zipper. So as you can see, I've fixed the zipper and I've pinned them down. So I'll just run a straight stitch and just hold it down. And so guys, this is the sleeve I was talking about. So you can see. So this is the only place that has the joining. That's for this down part. So guys, I'll just finish the zipper and this end part, and that is all for the making of this dress. So guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be seeing you in my next video. Bye guys.